We now control the majority of the Philippines. After our war with Cebu, there are still two, maybe, I don't know if you would even say three. Yeah, I guess that technically counts as the Philippines. Provinces that we don't control, is that technically? No, that's Moluccas, and that's North Sulawesi. Okay. So, and we control that anyway. That's part of China. At least I'm pretty sure Taiwan would be considered part of China. I mean, except for nowadays. But, I think we're about to go to war with Castilian Brazil, but we have no manpower. We are effectively a negative manpower right now. Now, we need 17,000 troops in addition to the manpower we have, which is none. We do have a free merchant. I would imagine that's from having the majority control in the Philippines. So, we already have one there, correct? Yes. I could try to... Okay, no. Trade's being steered from the Congo pretty well. And from Timbuktu and Katsina. Yeah, Portugal's basically feeding us money. Portugal and all of their vassals. So we control the income from Asia via the Ivory Coast. We don't have a merchant in Brazil right now. I don't think we would have any... I don't think we have any control there anyway. The Amazons, we have a majority control, but we're not moving any money towards us right now. That's actually the smart way to go. Because Castilian Brazil and Tupinamba are still transferring toward Brazil. And we'll want to transfer it to the Caribbean for now. What else? We only have 2 colonies left to finish, I think. We've got 2 going on right now. And... yeah, 2 current colonies. Everything else has to wait until we tech up in Diplo. Right? Diplo? Yeah. Where's my other army down here? I should have another... oh, okay, they're going that way. They're suffering attrition right now. Can we get them to not suffer attrition? Apparently yes, but we have to go a little bit north for that. Also, we are not trying to integrate any countries anymore, so I don't think the Diplo rep is necessary here. So I'm going to switch up to trade. I guess the stability does help for national unrest. But most of that unrest is over in the Philippines. We still have armies over there too, so that's no problem. All of our cores are being created, right? Yes. This is controlled by Brunei. Brunei allied with Sulu, independence guaranteed by Sunda. Sunda is also dealing with some Kutai separatists. Alright. Japan's dealing with some Korean separatists. Anyway... is there anything else I want to do? Right, we have 2 extra colonists that we can use. I might as well send one of the colonists to my capital. And the other... What do I need for the... I think it's Industrialization Institution spawn? Development at least 30 is in a state. Have a factory, naval equipment manufacturer, weapons manufacturer, textile manufacturer. Okay. So, when do we get access to factories? I'm pretty sure that's pretty far off. 77 admin tech. We have about 21 years until industrialization spawns, I think. Oh no, it doesn't spawn until 1800. Oh, and we still have to unlock imperialism. That's why. Province owner. Own at least 50 cities. Currently... What? Oh, we have to be on Europe. We have to be in Europe to get imperialism. Cool. So we can't spawn imperialism here. Fine. Fine. That's taken care of. Can still complete missions. I really should have done years of the Imperial Conquest. I keep forgetting to do that. I should have done it with before I conquered the Philippines. Oh, that's something else I do want to take care of real quick. Or no, not right now. I will eventually, though, want to make Cebu a state, I think. Just because it's got 65 development, and I would like to make Filipino culture actually accepted rather than converting it, because I did say I was going to try to convert cultures in my provinces, but that's only in the Americas that I'm going to try to do that. And we have no Diplo power right now, so that's kind of impossible. Anyway. So I think period of recovery is in order. We do have a ton of money. Let's continue with the building of universities. And make sure our merchant's going where we want him to. And then I'm curious as to how much that's going to change our trade. 566. Goes up by 24 by the looks of it. And we are losing innovativeness. Great. We do have a 666 ruler who is 61, so he's probably not long for this world. Wait, I never did send my second columns, did I? Let's look for... First of all, before I look for anything. So, imperialism, I can't spawn. Industrialization. Development at least 30 is in a state. Nationalism. Development at least 20. Development at least 30. Development at least 40. And so yeah, 40 is what I want to get to in certain provinces. I will keep one in my capital at all times. No, I won't. No, I won't. So I'm going to find the next closest development to 40 after Boston. St. Kitts, and I think it has to be connected to my capital too, doesn't it? Not an island is the capital. Oh, so okay, for imperialism, well, we can't spawn it anyway. It has to be the capital province. Is in a state. Has embraced manufactories. Not an island. Because I think Enlightenment was... I know there was one institution that had to be connected to our capital. Doesn't look like industrialization needs to be. Nationalism is. So yeah, I do want to... Okay, so electrification has to be national, or like the capital province. And globalization has to be the capital province. So... Huh. It's interesting. So most of them do have to be capital province. I am going to send the colonists here, actually, now that I think about it. I don't think... Does anybody even qualify for imperialism? I mean, okay, never mind. Russia definitely does. I was going to say, it has to be in Europe. But Ottomans and Russia, I think, both qualify. Right. I can't actually check province number in that. Anyway, oh well. All I know is that it's not going to be us. Is an estate, is not an island. One of the following must be true. Forget it. I know I keep changing my mind on this. Give me both of my colonists back. Because the next institution we can get is that we can spawn ourselves is industrialization. And that can happen in any state province. Does not have to be connected to our capital. State, province, and development at least 30. So we're going to find provinces whose development is close to 30, but not quite there. So St. Kitts is one of them, and the other is St. Vincent. And we'll hope that those go up fast. And I don't know what those are based on. As far as how... Ooh. Rate of a treasure fleet, even though it's kind of a drop in the bucket. 7th of April. I kind of want to see if there's... if it'll say... how often the development will increase. I should probably focus on gold provinces too. Okay, it's just a 5% chance. Chance is reduced with higher development and affected by local development cost modifiers. Doesn't have a university, so that's going to be... Oh, cool. That's fun. This one's on the 18th of April. There we go. So this is an 8.3%. So St. Kitts and Nevis needs a university. And now I have an order that I need to build. That's too much micromanagement. So we'll have a colonist wait in our capital. That'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Okay, I think these were just kind of not really anything important. These were captured ships. They'll be fine. Or they won't be, and we won't miss anything. We won't miss out on too much anyway. So I'm tempted to actually click the expand United States. No. Okay. New idea. So once my current colonies are done, I will send my I will click the expand United States and then send my colonists to the colony or to the provinces in Maryland. But before that happens, I want to send you build universities in Baltimore and Green Ridge, because that's for my entire capital area, correct? Oh no, it's just... No, it is Maryland. Okay. And that'll be in a month. And we're about to unlock, I think it'll be the second to last normal idea group we would be able to unlock. Innovativeness is decreasing, okay. And university is being built. Sadly, we do only produce grain in Washington, D.C. Or Salisbury, D.C. Named after some guy who ruled our country. Not sure if it was the guy who declared our independence or if it was the guy who was the first colonial. I would imagine it was the one who declared our independence, because I think he was. I want to say he was our first 666. Previous rulers. Nope, that was Jeremy Essex. Okay, no. Jeremy Essex declared it, and he was immediately ousted, meaning William Salisbury was the first one who was our actual ruler as an independent nation. And we've converted that. Okay, some of the stuff is just never going to be converted. We're actually going to lose that merchant once I changed Cebu back from, once I change it to a state. And I do plan on doing that, just because, again, ton of development in that. And then all of the other provinces, or, all of the other areas in the Philippines will be added to the trade company. And we finally have manpower that is some excess manpower, I mean. And actually, now that I look at this, how many generals, or yeah, leaders can we get? We're at 3 of 4. I'm going to go ahead and hire a new one. A 1621. Passable, I guess. Uh, 66 is our supply limit in DC. So, that's fine. excellent supplies, light and heavy ship cost reduction. And cores are finishing. Just a couple right now. So we don't really need colonial expansion anymore, do we? I mean, not really. Sure, let's get rid of it. And we will go with... What's better, trade steering plus 20% or trade efficiency plus 10%? Or trade efficiency plus 10% and trade steering plus 20%, or just an outright 20% on trade efficiency? I'm not actually sure. I don't know if trade efficiency would affect the... or trade steering would affect the multiplier at all. And in a lot of places, the only thing that merchants are doing for us is multiplying. I guess we'll actually go in and see. So, if we increased our trade efficiency by 20%. Okay, never mind. Too much math to do while I'm actually playing. I'll figure it out in between episodes. Not that there's anything going on right now. I think I'm going to save Castilian Peru for last, as far as what I'm going to conquer, just because they are what are sending economic decisions. Short-term boost or long-term boost. I will go with the long-term boost. It's basically 1 year or 2 years, and I think it comes out to be the same. I don't think I'll be able to figure out the... You know what? I want to see how much money it gets changed from Chesapeake Bay to Gulf of St. Lawrence when steering. So 294 right now. And that increased it by about 15. Let's take admin tech. And what's our next idea group? We went... Expansion military, those were chosen as our first idea groups. Then we went Diplo, then... So, yeah, I think... Admin? Right? Yes. And that is going to be... administrative. Kinda late, I know, but, I'm getting it anyway. So that changed by 15 by changing trade steering. And trade collapse. I'll take the hit to Diplo points. I can work back from the... we'll keep the guy for now. Knowing how much it changed from going into the Gulf of St. Lawrence, we can kind of... I will be able to work back from the current trade efficiency and figure out how much I'm making without trade efficiency, and then try to rework that. I don't know how to explain the math yet, but I know exactly what I'm going to do, so... For now, we're going to let our manpower reserves recover still for the time being. Do have quite a bit of gold again, which is to be expected because we are incredibly rich. And we have an extra colonist. Right, I'm saving this colonist until... I'm not saving the colonist. I am putting them in our capital provinces. Now I am rethinking that. I'm going to actually convert these to American culture before I send the colonists, just so that we aren't paying paying more to convert that culture later on when those are higher development. Which is what I should have checked on for St. Vincent. It is American. Okay. That's something else I need to watch out for. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to go figure out the trade situation, see if the other policy would be better, and in 10 years, right, because I can't change that until, yeah, right, 10 years. If that would, if the other policy would be better, I will change it then.